Have you ever thought of being a GachaTuber? No? Well, good, because today I will show you why being a GachaTuber is both good and bad for your channel at the same time. Hey, what's up guys, Ryan here. Today I will tell you a story from experience on how being a GachaTuber both saved and ruined my channel at the same time. I've been doing YouTube for the past 5 years. For me, that is a lot of years spent on this website. Now, I wasn't a GachaTuber first. I was a gaming channel. I typically play mobile games that are somewhat popular because that is all what I had. Granted, I like the part of commentating while playing video games since I admire gaming YouTubers back then. Fast forward a few months, I come across this person who did this weird anime skit type of animation. It was weird because it does not look like an animation. It looks like a stop motion, but it used anime characters. He used Gacha Studio to make that. Obviously I did not know that at the time, so I brushed it off until I saw the view count he got from that. I did not care about the views I get back then because making videos was fun and I want people to see what I make. It all started when I downloaded Gacha Studio. Gacha Studio. Now you might not know what Gacha Studio is, but it's basically an anime dress-up game or app where you can create your own characters. And the creator Looney then expanded it to 3 other gacha games as the years passed by. But we'll talk about that later. At the start, I did not know how to do any of the things in the app like you normally would. Like how did they move the characters in the video? I thought to myself. I did not look for any tutorial because I want to learn it all by myself. So I tried 2 options. First being is to record me moving the characters, then editing it by myself, cutting it frame by frame. That did not work because it took a lot of time to scroll to the video and cut the parts out. So I went with the best option possible, which is to screenshot every frame and changes I made in the scenes. Just compile them to make some kind of animatic. With that knowledge at hand, I made the first ever gacha video, which was the music video from DDLC, as you can see on the screen right now. The artist for this song was so nice that he didn't play my video for copyright, since I used this song without permission. And there it was, the very first video on my channel to hit over 1,000 views. I still have the screenshot back then from 2018 on my old phone. With that much engagement, I was inspired, although taking over 200 plus screenshots for a video was a stupid idea. But I'm glad it worked out back then. In my third gacha video, I did a fan-made version of Ryandere Simulator Rival introduction because I was a big fan of Ryandere Simulator back then. And to my surprise, it blew up. Lots of views came in as well as likes and subscribers. I was like, okay, I can focus on making more gacha videos and less gaming videos since it gets lots of traffic on my channel. Since this is the video that made me eligible for partnership on YouTube and I was able to monetize my videos now because of that one video, I decided after a few months to make the male version of it since Ryandere Dev also made a male one, so naturally, I yanked that idea and made one similar to the previous one that I made as a 1,000 subscriber special. And to no surprise, it also blew up since the female version was still blowing up at the time. I'm skipping Gachaverse because nothing happened there except I made 2 series that could have blown up if I continued it, but I was too lazy so I didn't. We're going straight to Gacha Life, which soon became the uprising and the downfall of the community. Gacha Life. During that time, Gacha Life was the peak out of all the 3 gacha games that was developed during that time. I was in the 9th grade during this, so I'm somewhat starting to mature a bit. And I started to get bored of doing gacha videos slowly but surely. And then I made this one video where I quote-unquote found 2 quote-unquote secrets in Gacha Life. I didn't know whether or not they were secrets at the time, but I went with that title anyways. And to my surprise, It blew up even greater than the 2 Ryandere simulators that I made. With that many views, I managed to get a lot of watch time, meaning more people are seeing the ads, also meaning I get more revenue. My first paycheck from YouTube was enough for me to buy a decent gaming PC, which was my dream during my high school days. With that PC I bought, I thought that I could make different kinds of videos on there, but with better quality. But boy, I was wrong. I became lazy as time goes on because of that PC. So I took a break from YouTube for at least a year. Granted, I made 3 videos in that whole year, instead of weekly videos like I usually do. I became less interested in making gacha videos anymore, and since 80% of what content I made back then was gacha videos, I couldn't keep up anymore. So I gave up. I don't know if it was because I'm maturing, or just because I was having a burnout from making that one specific type of content. Gacha Club. Gacha Club is the latest Looney developed game out there on the market. Although there are lots of mods, but this is the latest and it hasn't received any updates since. Now let's continue on my story. Because when I was taking a break on YouTube, at the time I watched other GachaTubers as well on my free time. And I stumbled upon these so-called glitch videos, wherein people will make a normal gacha character dress up and some glitch would happen in between those videos. But in reality, the video was just edited, therefore you just got clickbaited. I was like, I can do this, but probably better. So for my first video after the YouTube break, I decided to make a gacha glitch video. As you can see, I made 11 of these and all of them worked. But that soon will bite me in the back, since all of my potential viewers and subscribers only look for those content, not for my other videos. This happens not only to me but also to other GachaTubers as well. Since I've milked the gacha glitch trend dry, there was no longer a way for me to make so-called creative videos such as the Ryandere simulator videos that I made back then. Nah, it's just whatever clicks, I guess. Is it my fault that this happened? Yes, 100%. Not only is my laziness the cause of this, but also my lack of creativity and innovative ideas to improve. So should you be a GachaTuber or something kind of similar? Well, that's up to you. I'm just sharing my experience when I became one. What are your thoughts on this video? Did you have the same kind of experiences as me? Comment down below. And if you're a GachaTuber or a YouTuber in general, did you have the same similar issues that I did? If yes, how did you fix it? Please help me. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of commentary, where I talk about specific topics, please leave a like, subscribe, because it would help a lot. By the way guys, I'm not doing YouTube shorts for short form content, so stay tuned for that. Peace.